about to say. I need a moment alone. Y'all better ask somebody about these pork chops. Hey everybody, welcome to Cooking with Sylv Mac, and thank you for joining my channel. So today we are going to make some pork chops, rice, and gravy with some mushrooms, and we're gonna smother those pork chops with some delicious gravy. Oh, I can't wait. But you know what we gotta do first? Y'all better grab that glass of wine and let's get to cooking. I know it's been at least, I think, 9 months since I have posted a video, but my father passed away in November 2021. He loved my cooking, and it's been just really difficult for me to start cooking again, but I know he would want me to start cooking again, so I thought I better go on and get to it. So let's talk about today's ingredients. We've got some really nice thick pork chops that I've got here. They probably look like they're about 3/4 of an inch. We're going to cook these pork chops. Then I'm gonna make the gravy to go over them. Then we're gonna put it back in the oven and let it simmer for about maybe an hour, hour and a half until the pork chops are tender. Anyway, let me show you the ingredients and some of the seasonings that we're gonna need to make this dish. All right, so we have a couple of ingredients. We've got some garlic, some adobo. I like to use the Blue Mountain oxtail seasoning. If you don't have that though, you can just use some seasoning salt. A couple of bay leaves, again, the Blue Mountain curry, and we're just gonna use a little bit because we don't want the curry to be the star. Black pepper, some good olive oil, also some flour, some better than bouillon chicken base, some thyme, butter, and I like to use serrano or jalapeno peppers, but the serrano peppers are like 3 times hotter than jalapeno peppers, so you want to seed that and take the ribs out. And an entire chopped onion. Now, I love mushrooms, so I'm going to put some mushrooms in there. I forgot to show long grain rice, and then after I cook the rice, I'm going to squeeze some fresh lemon over that rice, and that just takes it really over the top. Okay, so we are now at my, oh, check it out. I got a new stove. Yes, I love this thing. So anyway, voila. I kind of feel like, what is that? Vanna White. And I'm gonna get this to about medium high heat because I really want to sear the pork chops. And let's go on and put my olive oil in. And I'm eyeballing stuff, so I'm gonna say maybe about, I don't know, looks like a tablespoon and a half of olive oil and some butter. And if you use the olive oil and the butter, then the butter won't burn. Then I have seasoned up my pork chops. And you can see I only put just a little bit of the curry on there. Of course, I put all the rest of the seasoning on there, but I don't want the curry to be the star. I just want to kind of have it in the background. I'm not making curry pork chops, but just a little bit of the curry, and it takes it over the top. I'm telling you, you got to try it. Okay, these are nice and brown. So I'm going to go on and just take these out and put them in a nice little container. Keep them warm. So now it's time to make the gravy. Let's go on and put our onions and our pepper in. You want to turn the fire down too, to about a medium, because you don't want to burn it. So you do this until your onions are translucent and your peppers are, semi-soft. Keep in mind, you are going to finish this off in the oven. For your liquid, I like to use the Better Than Bouillon, and I used about a tablespoon of that in my trusty Coca-Cola cup. I don't know, this might be about 2 cups of water, I guess. And you want to make sure that it's nice and warm, sort of hot. You don't want to add your garlic too soon because garlic tends to burn quickly. So I love garlic, so I've got a big heaping spoonful of garlic. I just got some all-purpose flour, and you want to probably use like maybe, I don't know, maybe a tablespoon or so in there. You want to cook that floury taste out. So you had the oil and the butter in there along with the onions and so forth, right? So I like to kind of keep moving it around. It's going to look a little dry, and that's fine because we're going to add the liquid. Slowly add that in and make sure you get that better than bouillon stuff in there. And then you want to slowly sort of stir it a little bit and sort of break up the clumps of gravy and onions that you have in there. You don't have to do much seasoning. You can taste it later and see if you need to add any more salt or pepper. But keep in mind that better than bouillon has a lot of salt and sodium in there. So you don't have to add much at all. You want to go on and add our pork chops back. And this is what we call is braising. So braising is different from boiling. Let me get down here so you can see me. Because when you braise something, you still have some of the meat out. So you can see that the meat is being exposed a little bit. Oh, let's get that juice in there. Can't leave that out. And then what happens is you want to do it in a heavy pot with a heavy lid, and that braising keeps all of the moisture in there and it makes it nice and tender, but it doesn't boil. If it was completely covered, then that's when you're boiling something, and that's different. We also want to go on and put our mushrooms in here. And I want to go on and add a couple of bay leaves. These are optional. I like bay leaves, and I also like to add a little thyme. This thyme is so cool because I got this from Crete to Greece when I was just there a couple of months ago. So you just want to use a pinch of it though, not much, like maybe, I would say if you're using dried thyme, maybe about half a teaspoon. I will taste it and season it later, but I don't want to over season it. So now I'm going to cover it up. And it's going to go in the oven at 300 degrees. Okay, so now we've got the pork chops in the oven, so let's go on and concentrate on our rice. So the rice is basically really easy to make, and I know a lot of people are a little intimidated by it. But to me, if you get some long grain rice, it's a 2-to-1 ratio. So 2 cups of water, 1 cup of rice. For today, I actually have 3 cups of water, so 1.5 cups of rice. Put it in there, and what I also like to add to my water, which really makes it flavorful, is about a teaspoon of this better than bouillon chicken stock. It is a roasted chicken stock. It is fabulous, and it really gives the rice a wonderful flavor. And then here's my secret that I picked up when I was in Greece. You want to take, at the very end, you want to take a lemon, the juice from a lemon, and squeeze it on the rice just when it's about done, like right before you're gonna fluff it with your fork and it's still in the pot. This, oh my goodness. I'm sorry, I was having a moment. It really brightens up the rice with that better than bouillon, and it's a really, really, really good flavor, and it goes super well with the rice and with the gravy that we made that's in the oven right now. Okay, so the rice is just about done, right? It's been about 20-25 minutes. Again, you don't want to take the top off, but now you want to add that fresh lemon juice of 1 lemon. So I squeezed it, make sure to get the seeds out because you don't want it in the rice. Pour it over that. Cover it back up. Let it sit for like maybe a minute or so. Go on and fluff up the rice.
I just pulled the pork chops out of the oven, and they are tender and ready to be plated.
So I've got pork chops here. Put a little bit of parsley on there with the rice, with the mushroom gravy. So let's taste that. Y'all know what I'm about to say. I need a moment alone. Hot dog. The lemon rice, the lemon is a hint little flavor. And then the pork chops, the curry comes through, but it's not the star. It's like it's something in the background that you're like, what is that flavor? That's why I said don't put a whole bunch of curry on there. Anyway, for all of these recipes, tips, and stuff like that, make sure you subscribe to my channel, Cooking with Sylv Mac. Until next time, cheers.